everyday occurrences
and show how one could or could not.
Keeping it on the P for real.
Gotta tune in to
Yo,
these
ladies
brothers.
and gentlemen, TZ Vaughn Savage and Jay Lava is in the fucking building.
Keep It P podcast. B1 to you players.
Y'all tune in to their podcast. Yeah.
B1 to the family. This is Kendra Blackwood with Hold the Mayo. The segment where I bust down and expose the lies in these here articles. But before I get started, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Hot Lava Music TV YouTube channel, Vaughn Savage Media YouTube channel, and all the channels on the network. And with that being said, father of Highland Park shooter sponsored son's gun owner card because he thought he was going to a shooting range. And he also raised this scooter the shooter hell spawn. I know he was raised in the good old ways of white supremacy and debauchery. Now we're going to attempt to listen to the media explain away this dude's responsibility to his murderous hell seed. Anyway, the totally responsible father of accused Highland Park 4th of July parade killer told the New York Post his son spoke to him about the mass shooting in Denmark the night before he committed his own massacre. And the father washed his hands of any blame over how the suspect got his gun. And I say he shouldn't be able to wash his grubby little mitts of anything, as this demon was incubated in your devil's lair. Knowing what would happen, Crimo Jr. said he decided to sponsor the gun ownership ID card for his son that allowed the young man to buy the AR-15 he used in the attack because he thought that Crimo 3 was going to use the weapon to go to a shooting range. He bought everything on his own and they are registered in his name, the father said of his son's guns. Wow, see the double speak. He sponsored it but not responsible. Interesting. It goes on to say, you know, he drove over there, sorted them out, picked them up, ran background checks on each one, Crimo Jr. said, insisting he had zero involvement in the massacre. They make me like I set him up to do all of this, he said of the critics. I've been here my whole life, and I'll stay here, I'll keep my head up, because I didn't do anything wrong. Oh no bucko. You did everything wrong when you didn't kill him at birth. But the father, Robert Crimo Jr., hired one of R. Kelly's attorneys to combat claims that he is helping his son mentally disturbed to buy weapons. Isn't that ironic that they want to use R. Kelly's name in conjunction with criminality? This just shows that white criminality is always overshadowed by someone black. Anyway, with more Mayo's planning, Crimo Jr. said that the night before the shooting, he and his son Robert Crimo 3 spoke about the 22-year-old Danish father who shot and killed 3 people in a shopping mall outside Copenhagen on Sunday. He said, yeah, that guy is an idiot. That's what he said. Thus he remembered his son's words about the shooter from Denmark. According to the father, the alleged killer commented, people like that, committing mass shootings, to amplify people who want to ban all guns. I spoke with him 13 hours before the massacre on Monday. That's why I guess I'm in such a state of shock. It's like, did he have a psychiatric break or something? He said about his son. On Tuesday, Stephen Greenberg, who previously represented R. Kelly in the music superstar's federal sex trafficking case, announced that Crimo Jr. and his estranged wife, Denise, had hired him following their son's arrest. Did they do that again? Okay, R. Kelly already? Geez Louise. If we could get off R. Kelly, it continues to say. The father, a former local mayoral candidate who used to run a neighborhood sandwich shop, has faced a wave of criticism for sponsoring his son's gun license application, which allowed Crimo 3 to buy 4 guns including the alleged murder rifle, before the age of 21. The father sponsored the request 3 months after authorities labeled his son a clear and present danger for threatening to kill his entire family in 2019. The incident, which prompted police to briefly seize a sword, dagger and 50 knives from the shooter's home, was just a childish outburst and the knives were just a collection, Crimo Jr. told the New York Post. On Wednesday, Crimo Jr., who has been telling reporters that he is not the father of the shooter but a caretaker of the house, said he and the suspect's mother are devastated and stunned by the bloodshed. While the father said he fully supports his son and will continue to attend all of his court hearings, he is furious about the tragedy. I want a long sentence, Crimo said of his 21-year-old son. This is life. You know that you have consequences for actions. She made a choice. He didn't have to do that. I think there's a mental illness there, obviously. I didn't see much of it. And there you have it. The good old mental illness defense. That should make him and his dad burn. Because now it seems like they knew what they could do, and how to get away with it. His last little bit of splaining goes. Crimo Jr. insisted his son's crimes were not motivated by hate, noting that a relative of one of his longtime friends was injured in the shooting. I am speechless with that. It just took me by surprise. It's horrible, she said when asked about the victims. It's surreal. I mean, essentially, I lost a son too. Stinks. And see, That's the problem. If you took more responsibility for that little bastard, then you wouldn't be trying to throw them under the bus now. And give it up for the father loyalty. It seems like it's do or die on the PC side of the game. But hey, what do I know? I just work at Keep It P Podcast. Also go sign the petition at noantiblackracism.com. That's noantiblackracism.com. Also, go grab a shirt. And I got 4 words for you. Love, peace, blessings.
Be careful for her love, she like.
Hey Riri.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confused.
Call me when you need a friend. Call me when you need someone to come through with that loving baby, baby. I'll be the one to get it from the back. You be putting on my body, babe. There ain't no need to answer the phone, 'cause I got you where I need you, baby.